Hello, welcome to another episode of Lifespan Nation. We got another hot week, full of hot debuts, some hot releases. Unfortunately, you don't have any hot hosts, but hey, you make do with what we got.
What you mean? I'm here.
Ow!
Confidence.
Ow! All right.
Or you're just the old host.
Yes.
Ow!
All right.
So, since we're talking about historical, let's take us into this first. To this first topic.
I love that. That's my favorite one.
All right. So, the first one is Agust D from, if you remember him from BTS, Suga. This is his alter ego, Agust D, with Big Star. Man, so Nick, hype this up.
Oh man. Okay. So, first off, I really love the historical concept.
Oh yeah,
Same.
It's amazing.
Just saying that right off the bat. But also, it's not like they just went with a historical concept and then, just went with like very, very, very modern music.
Because there's a definite meaning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a definite like use of more older sounding instruments.
Yeah.
They've also put like a really heavy like reverb on it to make it sound like that.
Yeah. Isn't Digita like old like folk traditional Korean like bands?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, it's typically associated with the Korean royalty from back in the day.
Oh, okay.
Nowadays,
that makes more
when you
sense.
do play it, they usually play it for ceremonial purposes. So like, especially like what's called like military related functions. So, going back to the song, the way it ties in and it ties into the music video, the lyrics, man, like talking about how coming from being born in the trench, to becoming a king, right? And of course, as is usual in hip hop, which by the way, if you haven't found out by now, it's a hip hop song.
There is, at least translation wise, there is cursing. If you read it. So.
It's not just translation wise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, la-di-da, I don't speak Korean.
So, as is typical of hip hop songs, especially like more pure hip hop songs, there's a lot of chest thumping, talking themselves up. I'm a king, I'm a god, that type of stuff. And again, talking about coming from nothing to becoming a king. So you see that in the lyrics, you see it in the music video. Nick, take us more into the song.
Okay, so we see from the start, we start directly into the hook. And this is a pretty common thing in hip hop because it sets kind of the mood, the tone, and you know what you're going to expect when you hear it, as it plays.
Right.
It was definitely interesting hearing those really like hip hop based hi-hats over like the, I guess, like more ancient instrument. Just because it kind of makes this weird fusion.
It's just when you're talking about like the wind instruments that was used.
Yeah, that's where it really shines a lot. He also, while yes, like you talked about, there's a lot of like pumping up yourself. There's also a lot of dissing to like haters.
I mean, it's because that comes with the territory.
Yeah, so
when
I
you
mean,
come up from nothing, there's gonna be haters along the way to stop you, hold you back.
Right. I really liked his flow in this song, and I really liked the switch ups that he did.
Bro, so like when I first heard the opening, I was like, I kind of had this gut wrenching feeling like, am I not gonna like this song? But like you said, right as the hook was coming in, I was like, man, I'm about to get floored right now. This song is gonna be pretty epic. So his deliveries, his flows, and just the way he changes up his deliveries too.
And I mean, he's firing shots.
Oh yeah,
like he is relentless in this song.
And even if you don't understand Korean,
there's English, subtitles.
Right.
Yeah.
But it does.
So
like,
you can understand.
But if you're just listening to the song and not watching the music video, and you're listening to it on the radio or in the car or whatever, you can still feel that fire.
Yeah, because even in so like a lot of what's not discussed is unless you have beef with somebody in the underground like Korean rap scene, you usually don't go out of your way to like diss people. Mm-hmm. You know, it's just not a thing that people do. Yeah. And it's especially not a thing that big artists do. You know, you have your kind of R&B, like hip hop. You know, you have Crush, you have Dean. You know, but a big artist going out of their way to diss people without directly naming them, but they'll know who they are, is seriously like a power move. It's alpha. You know,
and I think that's another part of the appeal for Western audiences, because that's, I mean, you look at the American music scene.
Yeah, we do it here.
Yeah,
that's norm. That's norm.
Yeah, yep. You see it with like Eminem and whatnot,
and even outside of hip hop too. You know, you'll see like in the pop scene, like girls are like throwing shade at each other in their songs and music videos.
Yeah, it's but you like it's almost so weird to hear like a big Korean artist doing it. Mm-hmm. So I was really impressed to see that, and I mean it also like when you know the impact of what he's saying in Korean, rather than just seeing the translation, it hits a lot harder.
I feel like that was a diss towards me. Just saying,
I didn't say anything about that. If that's the way you took it, you know, you're old. But anyway, us like a lot of the historical references in here.
Yeah.
You know, it's more than just the music, and it's more than just the video. Mm-hmm. You know, it's some of the lyrics he's saying. You know.
It was interesting considering like we've heard BTS's songs, and it's very different from the usual like BTS Sugar. Mm-hmm. This is definitely a different personality, a different alter ego.
Yeah,
I mean, it does kind of feel a bit familiar to at the same time to BTS's older stuff,
right?
Because like some of their older mixtapes, especially.
Yeah, did you guys also notice Jungkook was in?
There were two members, Jin and Jungkook.
I didn't notice Jin, but I did notice Jungkook was in the video.
Yeah, they were both fighting each other.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
I didn't notice that was Jin, but yeah.
Yeah.
You know, with the
at least I think
the context of the lyrics, right? We did see a lot of that combativeness in the video itself as well. And you also notice the contrasting styles, because on one hand you have these guys in historical garb, right? On the other hand, you got these other guys who are in modern day clothing, modern day streetwear, and you can see that they're portraying that conflict throughout the video.
So for me, I kind of saw it a little bit differently. Much less of a conflict. It was.
What are you talking about? They had that scene where they blew in. Him and his crew just like crashed in, and then he's looking up at the king, and the king's like looking down at him. He's like, and you can see on the king's face like, "I'm gonna come after you."
Right, but for me, I kind of saw it a little bit differently than that. Because one, the king was himself, but also the modern era version was himself. In a way, because yes, it is conflict, but not also at the same time not conflict. Because the way I saw it was, no matter what era that he's in, no matter whether he back then or now, he's a king. He's gonna put out that charisma. He's going to put out that kingliness.
And in the end, he pulls out a gun and shoots him.
Yes, but you also notice how there was the executioner. That's the executioner
right,
did
after after they were being shown, was it being tied up, captured? You got the scenes of him struggling out of his from being tied up.
Yeah.
So.
But you also notice that the executioner, like, even though that he did the cut, he didn't die. It's in a way,
up.
right?
The guy presented him with the gun, pulled it out, walks up and shoots.
Right, but you don't know if the emperor actually dies. In a way, it's
but there's conflict.
Yes.
All right. So, another thing that I noticed in this MV was the budget that they had.
Oh yeah,
bro.
High quality budget.
You can't pull off a production like this without a budget. Like, they're like the costumes, the set.
At this point, is it even a budget? Like, it's not like you just have unlimited money at this rate.
I'm pretty sure they've approached the same budget as like full feature films, you know.
Oh yeah.
In Korea.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can definitely see it as one of those historical dramas, dude.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't there one recently where it's like where it had to deal with like time travel from the olden era into like the modern era?
I don't know. There's so much going on.
There is one like that. Yeah. I've watched it. It's pretty good.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet.
So, yeah, the budget here was really nuts, especially because there was a lot of people in this.
Of people.
They populated a whole street.
And like just even the sheer amount of costumes that was used for all these people.
So I think at this point, really, I mean, does Big Hit have a real budget anymore? It's not really a budget anymore. You know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure they saw like, I don't know.
They probably got the bill and were like, "Oh, that's it."
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever. it's
if anything, they're probably like, oh, I figured there's gonna be more than that.
Yeah, and so another thing, this is kind of a little off topic of the MV, but it still relates to his album. Is there is actually a reference to No More Dream, their debut song, in another song in his album. And I really wanted to say this because it shows a lot that, like, because if people have been following BTS since they debuted, they went through a lot of struggles.
Yeah.
Just like every Nugo artist does. But being a Nugo artist back in like mid 2010s was rough because it was so much harder to promote yourself than it is now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I just wanted to say, like, it's cool that they have not really, and he references it in this song too, is that they really haven't forgotten where they started, you know.
Yeah, because in the lyrics, you know, he's talking about coming from nothing, like coming from. When he says that, like, how many times did he reference that? Like, where he basically talked about coming from nothing.
I mean, yeah,
it was like 3 times.
A lot of people also know that the BTS rap line started out as underground rappers. They weren't even idols starting out. They started out underground rappers, and then they actually got offered to be idols.
And that's part of how his name is formed from. So Suga, but backwards, and then TD references his old group that he was a part of.
Yep.
So that's how he got the name Agust D. Well, Agust D. So.
Yep.
But man, that I would say, like, that song, if you guys like saw me on camera as I was listening to it for the first time, man, like, I was just super pumped. Like, I'm just get so lost in this song. Like, at first I'm just like, yeah, this is it. Yeah, I'm down. Yeah. So, especially when it comes to like anything related to BTS, right? I always try to like kind of calm myself down because I don't want to just get caught up in the hype of it's BTS, they're big, it's gonna be big, it's gonna be awesome,
right?
You know what I mean? Like, I always want to make sure, like, you know, when I'm watching something, I'm getting excited for it, that I'm getting excited for the actual content and not the hype around it.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, so
go ahead.
Like, I'll agree it's a good song. I will agree that it's really well made from production, but from production to mixing to it's really crazy how well done this is. But this is also a type of song that I'm not into. I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this.
Well, I mean, for long-time listeners, though, it shouldn't be a surprise. But for first-time viewers, listeners,
Right.
yeah, or it doesn't like anything that has very violent overtones or undertones.
It's a very aggressive song.
Yeah.
It's a good song, but it's really aggressive. If you're not into like overly aggressive songs, if you're more into the chiller songs, you may not be a fan of this. And and I get it. And to some people who are more used to some of BTS's more modern music and less of like underground rap, like I can also see where they can find this a little bit off-putting or just really surprising, you know. But honestly, like, I'd say give it a chance, form your own opinion. It's just, my opinion is, I'm not a big fan of it. I can see where the really good parts of it are, and I can actually really appreciate the uses of all the, like, musical instruments where it's, you don't hear it very much in most hip-hop or rap songs either, which makes it very interesting.
Yeah, and I would say too, like, if it wasn't for some of the other hip-hop artists and groups that I've been checking out in the past few months that kind of been bringing me back into the hip-hop fold, I don't think I would have liked this as much. If you were to show me this like 6 months ago, I probably would have been like, it's cool, but it's not for me. So I probably would have been saying the exact same thing as Aura, but yeah, I've been getting back into the it's almost starting to become hip hop season again for me. So it's been a while.
I also really like the credits that they gave out. So on the MV, like, usually you see, like, you know, oh, this is the director, this is the second assistant director, you know, the second AD, stuff like that. But they gave credits to pretty much everyone. I mean, the jib operator, the jib assistant.
That's cool.
The SFX, like, supervisor and technicians, stunt director, stunt teams. Like, they gave, like, I think everyone that worked on this MV literally was in credits.
I mean, it was like basically like a full credits list, wasn't it?
Yeah, like,
Just like
they even credited like gaffers and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Which is amazing, because that allows people to like have some credit, you know.
Right.
And you know, for that kind of stuff, to regular people, they may not think that's a big deal, but for people who are a part of the productions, that is a big deal.
That's a very big deal.
Because I can't remember who it was, but you know, a guy who was like third grip or something for a movie, right? It's a position that most people don't even know what the heck that is. But when he wasn't credited for that position, he took it very personally. And again, like, he doesn't show up in the movie at all. The only time you ever see his association, or would have seen his association with that film, is in the credits at the very end, for, you know, the however many seconds it takes for his name to scroll up.
Right.
So like that is a very big deal to these people.
Like,
actually, that's awesome.
Definitely.
Like, as someone who has had a little bit of a hand in at least learning about doing stuff like this, and learning the production side of it's not easy to find work in this kind of field, because honestly, you're one in a million, and you can easily be replaced. But if you're credited in something with really high acclaim, or if you're in a music video, you can find work in it, especially when you're behind the scenes.
Yeah, because that's basically that's like part of your resume.
Exactly.
It's like part of your resume.
Exactly. So yeah, no, if giving them credit is absolutely wonderful, to be honest.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did not credit Jungkook or Jin.
but like,
I mean, everyone's gonna know they're there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do those guys really care?
I just find it funny that they credited everybody but like people in the group.
Right.
All right.
It's like, oh no, they're just
Okay.
extras. It's fine.
So
Wait, did they credit extras?
Man, if they created the extras, that'd be a pretty big section.
I
wouldn't
mean,
it?
like, yeah, it doesn't look like they just credited, like gaffers,
Yeah.
focus pullers, stuff like that. People that actually worked on the MV, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, because extras don't typically get credited either, unless they have like a fairly significant amount of screen time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he's the guy who delivered the pizza for that one scene. Like, pizza delivery guy who showed up in the credits. So,
Yeah.
so
Now I want pizza.
Damn, shouldn't have said that because I wanted to. Alright, was there anything else about the video that you want to tack on before we move it on?
I mean,
Because like the camera work, we didn't the camera work, the set.
yeah. I mean,
Um,
everything was really well done. Like we've said it before. If I keep on saying it, like it's just
Right.
gonna be a repeat. The only thing I would have left to say before I was cut off before was like, basically the way I saw how it ended was, the only person who could bring him down. It isn't anybody. Exactly. It isn't anyone else. It's just him. Like the world can keep on moving, but he's the only one who can take himself down.
yeah, and I'm pretty sure like armies have a massive like thread going on about all these little details,
They
and
do.
themes and whatnot.
I've seen it.
And really, like, I'm not surprised. They do this. Not just armies, like fandoms do this all the time.
I think the thread was like 300 something pictures long. It was crazy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're nuts. Armies are great. All right. I
So,
think it's about time to move on.
Yeah.
Nick, please take us into this next one.
All right. So this is a very well-known hip-hop artist. His name is Crush. And he did a song that featured Red Velvet Joy. I almost messed that up. That would have been bad.
Oh my god, dude! I would not have let you live that down if you messed
I
up.
know. That would have been really bad.
That would have been at least 5 minutes of hazing. So,
Oh, that.
all
So-
right. So, this song, come on.
Continue.
Like,
So, Zana깨나, I can never say this word. Anyway, so this song is very, very R&B.
Mm-hmm.
very, very R&B, hip hop R&B. I loved it too. I really did.
Yeah, Crush is such a dork.
Yeah, the music video.
The music video is like, look, I don't say this often because I don't like it, but this video is cute.
Oh,
It's
Yeah.
adorable.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Got it.
I mean, to be honest, like, you don't see a lot of MVs like this.
Yeah. Jeez. I mean, because like, especially for lately, you see a lot of more of the showing off their alphaness and whatnot for when it comes to dudes.
Mm-hmm.
But for him to be showing off like his dorky side, adorable side, was great.
Yeah, and I mean, he has other songs where he shows off, a more manly side of himself and whatever. But it looks like it was produced by someone that was in quarantine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. And on top of that, I mean, like, the MV now is just a little over 1 million views, which is pretty alright for Crush. Crush's channel in itself only has like 100-something thousand subs,
right.
so I think a lot of people are really liking this song.
Oh,
And I mean,
I think part of
I am
too,
definitely one of them.
I think there's some credit to Will Steal Joy as well.
Yeah,
From Red Velvet.
Yeah, I mean, it very much feels like a home video kind of scenario.
oh yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a home production.
Yeah, 100%. And I really like that because, when you intake as much as we do, and we talked about it before, when you intake as much as we do, like, you see stuff like this, and it's like, it's such a breath of fresh air, you know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely. And speaking of breath of fresh air, when Joy came in, like her scenes, like she, like she's like kind of the way her character being portrayed in the video is like it's so it's so pretty and fresh and whatever, but it's like it's almost kind of like a parody, right?
Yeah.
Of that kind of persona. I loved it, man. I loved every bit of this of the actual like music video that goes with the song, but the song too. I really love the song, but I also really love the music video at the same time. Like it's all great.
Joy came in so cornerly. Oh, like okay,
Yes.
if you watch it, spoilers by the way. If you haven't seen it, she kind of rises up out of the box, but like the backlighting and whatnot. It's kind of like, and she's so angelic.
And she's twirling around and whatnot.
Exactly.
She's got this big old cheesy smile. Like I'm so like this. That smile says like I'm so pretty and I know it. Like.
Did you really just say I'm so pretty and I know it?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my god.
Like that's exactly like that's exactly like the kind of like persona that like that she was portraying in those scenes, and it was amazing. Like Joy's awesome. I mean, there's a reason why she's like comedy gold on variety shows.
True.
Yeah.
Like, I especially loved it when she's like when she was or when they were on Running Man.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, yeah. No, she definitely put a lot of the charms that she picked up from over the years to use in this video. And just like seeing Crush's like the way he like his character interacts with hers, and seeing the two of them like ham it up in the video.
Yeah, I definitely think there could have been no better person for this song. Like no better person for this song. There are only a select few people you could put in the song that can act like as much of a dork as Crush in this song, and Joy is definitely one of them. They're
a good combo. You guys wouldn't happen to know who the other, because there was one other gentleman and then someone in the ghost sheets.
The guy who was the personal trainer.
Yeah. He seemed familiar, but I just couldn't put my finger on it.
Yeah, I know. Because I was kind of going through that same thing, or that same thought process as well when I saw him. I'm like, I'm supposed to know who this guy is. And then after the scene was done, I was like, like Joy showed up. I'm like, I stopped caring.
It's like, oh, okay, there's these two, Crush and personal trainer.
Yep.
I can't figure out the personal trainer. I'm thinking. Oh, Joy. Joy. Okay. Who?
And then Crush is being a total dork again.
I think somebody will definitely talk about it.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we were definitely supposed to know who that was.
Yeah, no.
Oops.
I don't know.
I feel like we're totally dropping the ball right now. So
we're you know what it is. We're gonna hear their name. We're gonna be like, oh, now I feel stupid.
You see, we're gonna hear their name, and these two will go, oh, and I'll be like, who?
and that's where you're like, that guy that we saw in whatever. Like, oh, that guy.
Oh, did I see that?
And then Aura won't be able to remember his name ever again.
Yep.
Yep.
So.
All right. Well,
I can't even deny that. Okay. I can't even deny that.
I know.
Yeah.
You're horrible with names.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
This next one, long awaited for Nick, I would say. The debut girl group. Secret Number with Who Dis.
Who Dis?
So,
and I find it very funny because a lot of people were calling them like a soon-to-be new group because they're debuting at a Vinenet, right? And so it's not like a popular company. It's a fairly new company.
And a bunch of the members are also from like previous groups as well.
What?
Scarf, like Leia was Scarf.
Yep.
Gosh, can't remember what the other one is. So, but yeah, there's other members who are.
I think it's just Leia that's from another group.
Okay.
Ginny was from PD48.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
at the very least,
Yeah.
and then there's also another member from Mix 9 as well. So there's other members who are
Yeah.
veterans of survival shows as well. So
Yep. But I do find it funny that their name is Who, or their song is Who Dis, because that would be a like rough translation of what you would say a nougat group is. And that is, I found that hilarious when I found out that was going to be their title track name.
but for a debut, it's already at 6.5 million views.
6.5 million views. They like it. It sounds like it's not a lot if you compare it to, you know, bigger name artists of today. You know, Twice, Blackpink, you know, any of those. But this is nuts for a first group out of a company on debut. This is considered a breakout.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's everything. Everything matters in context. You know, like
Right.
6 million a lot. If you're BTS, no. If you're a new group, absolutely.
Yeah, if your debut out of a new company, yeah, that is insane. And I mean, I honestly understand it. I really like this song. I mean, the sax was really nice.
Oh yeah.
You know, I really like the brass sounds. I mean, you know what's bad when I remember messaging you, Aura, and like I think 2 or 3 hours after they had debuted, I messaged you. I was like, I've already learned them. How about you?
Yeah. He probably said like, ask me this question again in 10 years.
No, he said there was like a whole list of people he was supposed to learn.
Yeah. Okay, I'm
and-
still learning a lot of groups. Okay.
Yeah, it was like I think it was like SIS and G Idol and then Everglow, and it was just a long list. And I told him I'll contact you in like 5 years when you get to Everglow. So I really coming into this, I didn't expect a whole lot from this group.
Probably, which is understandable. It's, you know, it's just from their label.
Yeah, you know, and I mean, they had talent, but the company could have enforced a lot of changes, you know, because they don't really know how to run an idol group. They could have done a lot of things. I really like Denise as the main vocal, singing the chorus.
Mm-hmm.
I think her voice fits the chorus very well.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was definitely a really good choice. And the amount of rap in this song, wow.
I mean, I wasn't really surprised by the amount of rap because, I mean, looking from the image of the group as well as the style of the song, it
Right.
makes it, in that context, it looks like it makes sense. So, and from
Yeah, I mean,
your reaction,
I
it looks like it's a really good.
I expected rap verses. I didn't expect a rap. I didn't expect like a rap post chorus,
Right.
like a second part chorus rap. I definitely did not expect that. But I really like it. You know.
It for me, like, this is a good song. I will admit it's a good song. It very much feels like fun. It's not like hard girl crush, but it's like a fun girl crush, which is something that is a style of music I do like. It
like sassy.
Yeah, sassy.
It's like a sassy girl crush.
Yeah, because it's not like anger or anything. It's like, yeah, I'm here. What's up? Kind of deal.
Yeah. There are some things I did notice that shows the company's age, and one of them is choreography for this group. The choreography is rather undeveloped.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like I was saying, it's to be expected with a newer company.
Right.
You know, your choreographers usually are going to be newer choreographers.
Right.
Your producers are usually newer.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely, I think all around it's a pretty polished debut. You know,
For what it
what
it is, yes, it's good.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, there's always room for improvement, but I don't think there's a whole lot they could have done differently with this song and make it as good as it is.
Mm-hmm.
How's the camera work and the as far as as well as other elements of the music video, like compared to the other levels of polish that Nick was just talking about? How's that, like, does it stand up to the same quality as like their vocals and whatnot?
So I will say that there are some issues, but with the music video, and I wouldn't say it's as polished as the vocals, because that's very much dependent on who the others that they've hired, like, because it's very dependent on the gaffers, the videographers, the cameramen, everyone, the set designers, especially if they're part of a newer crew.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we should better frame the question as like, rather than just limited to the group itself, we're talking about like the company as a whole with this whole production behind this whole music video. Like,
you definitely see where there are issues. Like when the girls are in the car, you can very much tell, because in other music videos they're able to simulate the car is moving as if it's driving, but I understand that the car scene was supposed to simulate that, but you can very much tell that it was a standstill car. They were using dry ice to simulate like the smoke and whatnot. Right. You can very much tell that. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's a very... Being able to tell something like that easily shows that there is a little bit of inexperience when it comes to production like this. They were shooting for something high, which I will commend them for. They were shooting for higher quality, and I very much commend them. And I'd say if they keep on practicing, putting effort into trying to make higher productions like this, they're going to get better. And I definitely want to see how this next one goes, and maybe the one after that. So I do see potential in this group. I see potential in the company if they keep on practicing and having like everyone who produced it put a little bit more practice into it, and possibly try to be a little bit riskier with lighting, because it was very it wasn't stagnant. It's like unmoving lighting. It starts with an S, but I cannot...
Static?
Huh?
Static.
Yeah, static lighting. If they played around with lighting a little bit more, I think that they could simulate movement a lot more when it comes to scenes like that.
What I did notice is they put a lot... they did a lot more... So, like you were saying with the lighting, the static, with it being static and whatnot, I think they put a lot more dynamicness into the actual camera work itself, because when at the scenes where they're showing their choreography and their dancing, they'd always shutter the camera or tilt it, sweep or pan it. There's always action, action camera work for the dancing, which is not uncommon. You see that a lot with like other groups as well.
Yeah, and that's something that's usually one of the first steps when you're still like getting used to production and whatnot, is focusing on using the camera to basically convey the message, to convey the work, and everything else is static. But once you start getting more used to creating higher productions, play around with the lighting, play around with the set to make it feel less static.
Which they did a really good job of all that.
Right. I will say Kill This Love was really good at doing this. To play with the lighting, to play with the music video,
the set especially.
Blackpink's Kill This. Despite me not liking the song itself, and with my gripes with the song or the music video for that song, I will say that when it comes to lighting and when it comes to production, Blackpink does amazing productions for their music videos, and using lighting to simulate movement has been amazing. And if this group and the production for this group put a little bit more of a flair to lighting and less staticky, it'd be amazing, honestly.
Okay.
I do also wonder, because when a group has like a breakout like this, usually a fandom name is very quick to follow.
Man, I wonder if they've already got one.
And I wonder what their fandom name is gonna be. And this is where I wanted to ask you guys, because we've made a lot of guesses, and shockingly, a lot of our guesses are correct a lot of the time,
Or close to being.
or very close. So I wanted to know your guys' speculation here on what you guys think are, what
Well,
do you guys think their name could be?
first, what does Red Square mean?
Well, we're on secret number.
Red Square, secret number.
Oh, I'm sorry, secret number. I was looking at the wrong part.
So secret number. Their name means, it represents like the passwords or pin codes that people have on their phone.
right.
And they wanted their such as their birthdays or some other special number. They wanted to have this kind of special meaning to the public, and that's what their name secret number means. And after you guys take your guess, I'll tell you guys theories.
I would go with pin.
Pin?
Their fandom will be their pins.
I can see that.
I'm just trying to be cute here with that guess. I'm just throwing
that's adorable.
All right, what you got, Laura?
What do you think?
I want to say birthdays.
Something similar to that.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
because like similar to what Nick mentioned too, how some people use their birthdays for their PIN numbers or for their passwords. I think birthrights, because it's ownership and a right of kind of like birth and whatnot. I don't know.
So, a lot of people at the moment are speculating that the fandom name is called Passcodes.
Your passcodes.
And the reason is because if you look at their logo, the logos are 5 stars in a box, and that represents the 5 members.
Yep.
So it's saying that like secret number is like the key.
I mean,
for passcodes.
I guess my guess isn't too far off. PIN, personal identification number. PIN
Yeah.
number.
So yeah, because their logo, the 5 stars represent the 5 members in the group.
Okay.
I should have gone for my second guess. Damn.
Which is,
We'll have to see, but I just want to have some sort of documentation on that, you know?
Well,
okay.
Because I can't wait for it to come out, and it's like, oh yeah, it's PIN,
or
and then we're like, okay, we called that.
yeah.
or it goes the opposite direction where it's like, that's a stupid band name. You should have gone with what we guessed. You should have gone with pins.
Oh yeah. That's always what it's gonna be. So we're either right or we're meant to be right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, because my other guess was passwords. I don't know. But
Which is still pretty similar.
yeah. But
Yeah.
But I was like, that just doesn't sound creative. I'm gonna go with birthright. I'm gonna go with
I can see that.
birthright.
All right.
So, we ready to move it on.
Yeah.
I think so. I am.
Alright.
Right on. So this next one is Red Square. It's the one I was referencing to earlier. And I was looking at the wrong part of the script. But Red Square. Debut
Well,
with
much of it,
Colorful.
less of a script, but more of an outline that we have.
Script was easier to say than outline.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, Red Square. This is the one that me and June have been waiting for quite a while. If you don't know, Red Square is the other half the members from Good Day.
Yes.
Good Day is now turned into Signature. So if you know them by that name, they're from the group that was named Good Day. And these are the members, you know, that we have been wishing re-debuted.
Yeah, these are the members who didn't make their way in, who left. Because like basically, Good Day got split in half at this point now.
Yep.
Right.
Good Day had essentially been split in half. About half the members left the company, and the other half the members decided to stay and re-debuted in Signature. So, this is Red Square with their debut Colorful. Currently has this is, by the way, I just also want to note they were very much expected to be a competitor to Secret Number. Like, that is what everyone thought was like. This is kind of going to be almost like a new rivalry, but in New Gooddom.
New Group rivalry?
Yeah. There are very few of those, but it's because they debuted on the same day.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is Red Square with their song Colorful, and it has 231,000 views.
Yep. So let's talk about the song.
Okay.
So I'll say on first listen, it got me thinking of like a older style of pop, like 80s pop, and I did some digging because I was wondering what it was reminding me of. And if you remember back in 2016, former pop artist Prince passed away. So a lot of his music videos got pushed up to the front of YouTube for trending or whatever. So I'm like, all right, well, let me check out what this guy was about, And then one of his songs, Raspberry Beret, I think it's called. I checked it out again, and it has some similar instrumentation.
Okay.
Some of the other aspects of the song itself too is kind of patterned after other 80s pop songs. I don't really know. I'm not too familiar with 80s pop, but from what I can hear, it looks like it. And even with the music video, there's some 80s allusions. So
you know the intro where they're saying colors, like I can be red, I can be purple.
Yes.
So okay, I thought that was weird, and then I was on Stan Twitter, and someone said something, and I'll never be able to unhear it now. But every time I hear it, every time like people hear it, the first thing our mind goes to is PPAP, pen pineapple apple pen. And now that I've said that, you'll never be able to unhear that. It will always be PPAP intro.
Nick finally got his revenge.
It will always be PPAP intro.
Nick has got his revenge because I've written a couple songs for him too. So.
Oh yeah. Yep. Aura, that
Aura.
song.
Yep.
So, after you get past the pen pineapple apple pen intro, then you start on the actual song, and honestly, their teasers were very misleading.
Which has happened. We have seen it happen before.
I remember talking about the teasers with Jihun, and we were like, "Wait, is this like a very mature concept? That's kind of weird." Yeah. It's kind of risky, because I'm pretty sure this is their first group from this company. And so me and Jihun were talking. That was kind of risky. Well, they went the opposite way. They just full 180. One thing I don't like is the overly aggressive bass in the song.
Yeah, and that's what it reminds me of, like some
early 80s,
like an older style.
Right.
Yeah, at least like 80s pop. Because I remember that was a thing in some other song that, because like whenever you watch one thing on YouTube, what does YouTube do? It pushes like everything else to you. Like, oh, you watched this one music video from the 80s. Here's like a million more. I'm like, thanks.
So I understand why they've done it. Okay, so they wanted a concept that is different than just the girly concept, right? But get this: if you take that bass out, I guarantee you it's going to sound like a Woollim song.
Yeah, I think that's another reason why
the
song kind of felt familiar too, is just that Woollim feel.
Yeah, like a lot of artists have tried replicating the Woollim feel, and it's really hard to do. But I guarantee you, if you take out the bass of this song and then add like a softer, kind of more consistent bass, Woollim song hands down.
Yeah.
And especially like when you talk in the context of Lovelies, because this is kind of more like the less pretty and cute Lovelies, are more like the sensual, almost sexy, sexier version.
I want to say less sexy, more mature.
I mean, that's kind of what I was meaning with sensual, like, because there's that kind of more mature.
Yeah.
Because like sensual is kind of like that more mature, pretty. Let's say.
Yeah. Something about this music video that I found really interesting is that you only see the eyes once.
Yeah, like two members show their eyes just a little bit.
For the most part, their faces are obscured throughout the video. You never see their faces in their entirety.
Right. So. And I found that to be so fascinating because, you know, they pick colors, they're teaching, they're showing everything, but they're still not fully shown. They're
Right.
not being seen. It's almost as if they were saying, you know, even if like you can't see us for everything, we're still going to shine. We're still going to be charismatic, and
Yep.
I think that's something.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
It's funny. I got kind of a high school vibe from it. You know what I mean? Because like high school does a very similar concept, except instead of covering their eyes, they're covering their faces.
Yeah, with the face mask.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
And I almost got like a kind of similar vibe to that.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, and with this, like, it does kind of add like an additional layer of like allure.
Yeah.
You know, because like it's kind of a bit of a tease, right? Like, you know, we'll show you this part of our face, but now we're going to show you this part of our face. Oh, here, you know, you can see our, you know, side profile, whatever.
Yeah,
but it's still obscured.
And they did use alluring colors too. Unfortunately,
Yes.
Nick probably didn't see it, but they used a lot of reds, a lot of pinks, kind of a reddish orange.
And that's another thing that kind of adds to that retro feel, because the style of clothing, the style of makeup is very prominent, and not just in it was very prominent in Japan, United States, the UK during like the 80s. So again, that all of that just kind of like is what gives a whole. It's kind of weird, like modern retro feel to the overall experience. So.
Right.
yeah.
So, yeah. Song wise, I thought it was interesting. I mean, again, being the high volume consumers we are, you know, this is a song that stood out a bit more to me for how different it was. So,
Right.
but then you saw the numbers, you know, 6.5 million versus 200,000. One got received more than the other. So,
Yeah.
and I have a feeling with Secret Number, that's more from international fans too.
It is, and I pretty much expected that. With, I mean, definitely having like 4 foreign members, I guess.
That and just the style of their concept style and the style of the song, because, you know, again, look at like XID, COC,
Right.
4 Minute. They have a large overseas fan base as well.
Right.
So,
Yep. There are definitely spots where I think the song could have been produced better.
Right.
And you know, the mixing was a little weird in some spots as well.
yeah, and even the concept, I don't know, like the concept, the visual concept, could almost work for like Americans.
Yeah.
Because
It's a more of an alluring concept to try to draw you in.
Yep. So, I mean, my current opinion is like the song is really not my style, but I'm gonna support them anyway because, you know, Good Day.
I liked it. I mean, like,
Was
I
good.
like the song. It was different. I didn't super love it. So, if anything, like, you know,
I found the concept
again,
interesting. I
found
found the concept
Yeah.
interesting.
I do wonder if it's a group concept or if it is just a debut concept.
right.
And I think if they come back with this similar concept, I think then at that point I'll be much more accepting of that concept. But I don't think on debut, where people are trying to learn members, this is a good way to go about it.
Yeah. Keep everyone a mystery.
Yeah.
I mean, if you know them from Good Day, then it's fine. But a lot of people, you know, don't, because a lot of people never knew Good Day.
right.
And so I don't think that this is a very strong concept for a debut. And that's kind of where it comes down to, ultimately.
Right.
No,
Sure.
I can see what they're trying to do. They're trying to do, you know, appeal to your curiosity. You know, make you want to
Yeah.
find out who these people are. So, All right. So, what you got?
So should we do the our MV choices of the week, or?
Yeah.
All right.
So who's gonna start this one off?
I've already got mine, so I can start.
Go ahead, Nick.
Give you guys a little bit of time. Well, mine should not come to much surprise. My MV of the week is Secret Number.
All right. What you got, Aura?
I'm kind of curious what everyone thinks I'm gonna pick.
For you?
Yeah.
Crush. Yep.
Nope. Mine's actually going to be Secret Number.
Nice.
Yeah, for me it's gonna be Agust D.
All right.
So.
Jihoon's the odd one out this week.
I mean,
Yeah,
all of them have been good. Honestly, they've all been really good. And there's been others like Soul's Happiness, Lovely's Ryu Sujong's Tiger Eyes. And
Mm-hmm.
there's only one of as well this week.
Yep.
So
Yeah. Because, I mean, Secret Number just wasn't my style. I mean,
yeah.
Yep.
you guys already know because again, like all those other groups I mentioned in the same name as them, I don't really care for their music either. So
Yeah.
it's just not my style. So,
Yeah.
but
Alright.
I'm not saying that it's a bad song either. Like technically, it has a lot of good things going on with it. So
Yeah.
as far as quick shots, nothing that we really want to talk about in the news for this week.
I mean,
But-
there is some stuff.
Like what? What you got?
Like Aizwan Chu is coming back for another season.
Season 3.
What was it? I'm trying to remember what it was going to be called. It's Aizwan's Chu Fantasy Campus. So it's them doing a university theme, I guess.
Oh yeah, because the last one was a high school theme.
Yeah.
Two of the members are still in middle school.
I mean, okay. The two of the members are basically still in middle school too. Just now they're doing a. Okay, now I'm trying to figure out how that's gonna make sense.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
All
was
right.
cute though. It was cute. So.
Yeah.
But I would say, what are some album purchases you guys got coming up?
Well, interesting that you talk about this. I actually just recently ordered a bunch of albums.
Which we ordered about half of the same albums.
I know, I saw that and I was like, whoa, great minds think alike, I guess.
Yeah.
So for me, I ordered, let me find the list. So I ended up ordering 2 albums by an artist named Boromir.
Yes. Thank you, by the way, for
No
exposing
problem.
her to me because what was it? Not long after you posted that music video from her, what did I do?
Got the albums?
I posted.
Yeah.
I posted like all the albums I ordered, which included 2 of her albums, which you also ordered. So.
Yep, I also got those. So I also got Fanatics Plus 2, of course. I have to. Picked up Good Day's album finally.
Which that was another one I ordered. Yep.
And then I had to get Oh My Girls Nonstop.
Yep. So that was another one I ordered too.
And then I caved and bought Winners Remember. Just because it's gonna be the last album for like quite a while.
Yeah.
And you know, as an inner circle, I need something. I need some closure. And then an album just arrived today actually for me.
Show it off.
Oh. So this is I Use Modern Times. And this is a signed not for sale copy. So this is a promo album. Extremely rare.
Yes.
Extremely rare. And I'm so happy I have it
You
to add to my collection.
You should have
and
seen
frame it.
when he first got it. He coddled
man.
it. Okay. He held it to his chest and just rocked back. It was.
Modern Times is my favorite IU album, so the fact that I can get a a promo version that is signed.
I would love a signed
I'm so
album
happy.
of 8, to be honest.
Yeah, me too.
So, it sounds like Aura's about to be ordering that soon.
I mean,
Yes.
getting a signed one, I feel like is gonna be really hard
Hey, go to Korea. It's fine.
during
so then we ordered-
quarantine.
Yeah, worth.
So yeah, we ordered
alright.
4 of the same albums. With Bottom 2 of her albums, Good Day and Oh My Girl. I also ordered Minsa, Diary of Youth. MCND, because I haven't ordered it yet. Oh my goodness.
Mine's
I've been-
sitting right there.
Yeah, no, I'm so late with getting this. HND, with Soulmate, and Bandits Carnival, their second mini album. So I got all of that in the mail.
We'll definitely we should film an album opening.
So Aura, what you got planned?
Spoilers?
What you got coming up?
I mean,
Yeah.
I've got Twice's albums on pre-order. Obviously, I have to. Then I've gotten Naughty's. I have to. It's Naughty. I'm planning to get IU's albums for 8. I haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah, that's gonna be my next cart.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I gotta wait till my next paycheck. I've got a few plans. I've had to spend my last paycheck on adult stuff. Okay, food.
Adulting is hard.
Yeah,
Adulting is hard.
like I gotta live, gotta pay bills, gotta buy food.
Gotta get honey butter mixed nuts.
Yep.
So
Did you already eat all of yours?
That's a business expense, you know.
okay. I just spent $20 on more of the Gillum nuts. It's
Oh,
good.
you guys are
So
It's
great.
2 honey butter, 2 like strawberries, 2 tteokbokki flavor, and so on. So,
you guys are amazing.
They're good, man.
They are really good.
sponsor us, you know.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Please sponsor #ad.
Yeah.
Please.
Sponsor us. Send us some of your, especially the honey butter flavor, and
Yep.
and yeah.
All right.
All right, Nick,
You guys think it's about time to wrap up?
Yeah.
please do.
All right. Thank you for watching. This has been Idle Stand Nation. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Click that bell icon so that you can know when we upload in the future. We have a Discord. Make sure you join that. We talk there pretty frequently and talk about our questionable album purchases.
They are not questionable. They are investments.
They're completely justified.
They are
Absolutely.
justified investments towards our love of K-pop.
We have a Twitter. Make sure you go follow that. We post our episodes there sometimes too. And yeah, so we will see you guys next week.
Laters.
Bye.